Welcome, thinkers. Today we're dissecting a viral yet polarizing term, pick me. Is it insecurity, a twisted bid for power in a world where attention is currency, or are feminist women simply terrified of being left unchosen? Section 1. The birth of the pick me, a term of war. A label slapped on feminine women by feminist women. Largely due to the fact feminist women don't get picked by the men they'd like to get picked by, since men pick the pick-me's instead. The labeling of pick-me's reflects lateral aggression between marginalized groups policing each other under pressure. It's not just about men, it's about scarcity mindset. There's only room for a few women at the top. Section 2. Projection and the fear of authenticity. Her confidence mirrors my insecurities. When one woman boldly expresses high interest, feminist women might interpret it as a threat to their own chances. If she wins, do I lose? Triggering defensive tactics like ridicule or exclusion. Shaming pick-me's often acts as a mirror for the shamer's insecurities. A woman who unabashedly pursues romantic connections might inadvertently highlight another's fear of rejection, past trauma, or discomfort with vulnerability. Criticizing her as thirsty becomes a way to distance one's self from traits deemed socially risky, like emotional transparency. Additionally, women who've been taught to equate worth with romantic success may project their frustrations onto peers, framing overt interest as cringe to avoid confronting their own unmet expectations. Could normalizing female desire without apology free women from the exhausting performance of playing it cool? The discomfort with boldness may not be about the men involved, but about the societal discomfort with women who refuse to shrink their desires. Section 3. The paradox of strength in surrender. High-interest feminine energy often manifests as strategic softness, a deliberate choice to lean into receptivity rather than competition. Think playful teasing that disarms his ego or asks for help with tasks she could easily do herself, e.g., could you open this jar? Your hands are stronger. This isn't helplessness, it's a subtle nod to his desire to provide and protect, activating his primal drive to rise to the occasion. The twist: by surrendering small battles, she wins the deeper war of connection. Modern critics might call this regressive, but psychologically it's a dance of trust when she signals she believes in his capability. Section 4. Curated nurturing, acts of service as secret language. When deeply interested, feminine women often express care through curated nurturing, personalized gestures that bypass grandiosity for intimate resonance. It's the difference between cooking a generic meal and preparing his favorite childhood dish, he mentioned once, or noticing his caffeine habits and gifting a rare coffee blend just because. These acts are often stealthily strategic. They demonstrate attentiveness while avoiding overgiving. The key insight? In love, specificity is currency. By investing in hyper-personalized kindness, she creates a feedback loop. He feels uniquely valued, which compels him to reciprocate in ways that deepen mutual investment. Section 5. Real men prefer authentic feminine women. Feminine women with high interest often master emotional attunement, a quiet yet profound skill where they mirror, validate, and elevate a man's emotional state. This goes beyond mere listening. They notice micro shifts in tone, energy, or body language, then respond in ways that make him feel deeply seen. For example, they might ask questions that unravel his unspoken ambitions. What's the dream project you never told anyone about? Or reflect back his emotions with intuitive precision. You seem energized when you talk about this. Is that your purpose calling? By creating a non-judgmental space for his vulnerability, they signal that his inner world matters. The insight here? True feminine power lies not in fixing or leading, but in witnessing, a silent invitation for a man to step into his highest self. Alright, folks, that's a wrap. If you made it this far, you're officially awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to crush that like button if you learned something